DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're all well. It is Sunday, rather late compared to the times I usually talk. It's coming up 10 to 9. And, well, one of the reasons, the reason I'm doing the vlog later is a very simple one, actually, is that we went out to the movies. Yeah, Mrs. DC wanted to go to the movies. And we looked what there was for movies right now. Well, she looked, actually, because I probably would not have gone, but she wanted. Just a minute, let me get this ready so I can just stand here and talk. Yeah, and she said, oh, there's the Odyssey. And I thought, I don't really want to see the Odyssey. The critics are not really that great. And it's a close to 3-hour movie. Yeah, it is. It's 172 minutes. But you add on, when you sit in the theater, there's like trailers, and then there's, a pause in the middle. So actually you're there longer than 3 hours. And it was so loud. I mean, we had our second son was with us, and he went out for a moment and told them, he actually measured. He measured that it was like 85, 90 decibels quite regularly. And over 80, I mean, it's painful. And I usually bring earplugs, but I didn't. And so I was, putting my fingers into my ears. It was, yeah. And I frankly did not find it was a good movie. And if you're thinking about going, save your money for something else. There's just no good movies, and they're repeating things over, and everybody knows how it's going to finish, and so on. So yeah, but yeah, it was an outing. It was an outing, and after we went for a burger. It's a Swiss burger joint that actually is really top notch. It makes like the regular fast foods pale in shame. It's more expensive though, but you get a lot more for your actual money, and you can have beer there. Yeah. Yeah, so I had an IPA, and it was nice. But anyway, so we had a good time nevertheless. It was time out with our son, and like over the weekend, we went out. We didn't have the kids over. They're all in Spain. Well, the grandkids are in Spain. And so yesterday we went out for coffee with second son and his partner, and had a good time with them. And this morning was church. Church was a lot of fun. And met up. I mean, aside from the whole spiritual side of church, we have a lot of friends there now, and so you get there and you have a chat and so on. So it's I can't remember which psalm it is, but the pleasure of going to the house of the Lord. And it's not just for, like I say, for the spiritual side, it's actually for the social side. But it's not a club, having said that. Because, some churches are basically just a so-called spiritual country club. This is not the case, but anyway. But it was fun. Yeah. So yeah, that movie in the afternoon. And we were just the two of us for lunch. And I had a smaller bottle of Prosecco. So basically, I was going to say Italian bubbly, which is quite nice, but it was just the right size for two people. So we had that, So basically, it ended up being a nice day, a nice outing. And yesterday, we finally had rain, because we're going to have another heat wave again. Yeah. I'm actually burping my hamburgers. Well, I actually had a chicken. Excuse me again. I'm sorry about that. Mine was with chicken, and it was buffalo wing sauce or something like that. And it was nice. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of different types of burgers, and really big fries. Chips, I should say, because they were very much closer to English or Irish style chips. So it was fun. It was burger and chips. We'll put it that way, yeah. Oh, yeah, one of those things. Yeah. Oh. On last Friday, for my Spanish class, we had a long discussion which my Spanish professor put back up on YouTube, and those of you who watch my channel will see that I put it up as well. And it was interesting. There's discussions on partially on the latest encyclical of Leon 14. And there's an interesting thing about that encyclical, though, is that at the end there's a citation from Gandalf. I think I mentioned that probably in the last one. Maybe I did. See, I'm getting to a point where I don't remember what I've said or not. You know, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, but we had rain last night. I think I mentioned. So we managed to fill up our rain barrels, you know, just from the overflow, and that's pretty good because we were starting to need some water. And it's interesting to see that our lawn, I couldn't show you here because it's actually showing up green, but where it had been like kind of yellow and dried up, just that rain in the night, you know, brought it back. So that's cool. Yeah. So, but getting ready next week. It's on the 1st is this National Swiss Day, so it's our 4th of July. And as well, on the 2nd, there's Mrs. DC's 70th birthday. So yeah, one of the big ones. And so I've been getting some things ready, and finally we were going to make some fish, but I'll end up making some curries, because we realize that even though Mrs. DC and I both like fish, and yes, it's her birthday, but we know that second son of DC and his partner are not, you know, great fish fans. So she's the one who said, no, you know, they like curries. So I was going to make on the one hand, a green curry chicken, and a prawn, what's it called again? Penang chicken. I've done them before, and they're really good. These are actually Thai style curries, so they're very, very nice. And you know, it'll be nice. It'll be fun, and we'll be just in this case just the 4 of us, but we will. Yeah, I was gonna say we have a good time together. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I got a few things. Like I said, I got those things to get ready. So for next week, I'll actually only be taking one Spanish class because we've got things to do. And Mrs. DC's already told me, she says, you put a lot of time into your Spanish classes, getting ready, reading, watching things. So she said, the week after, no Spanish classes. Keep time for us. So I said, yes, boss. And so that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So I don't know what we're going to do yet, because if it's really hot, we'll try and do things, you know, that we can do. I would have liked to have gone cycling somewhere, but if it's going to be over 30, probably not. But, you know, we got the e-bikes, so it would have been fun. It would have been fun. And I've got like a kind of a trailer. It's not really a trailer, but I hook it onto the back of the car and load the bikes on it. And so, you know, thinking about going off just someplace where I could park and take the bikes from there. But we'll see. Anyway, so I am talking. Oh, it's already 9 minutes. So I think for today that'll be all. Yeah. So that's, you know, just chatting. That'll be it. DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Hope for those of you that still have a bit of Sunday left, enjoy what's left, and talk to you soon. So DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.